Welcome back to Bellevue University, the Chick-fil-A Classic. Day 2, second game is between the Dickinson State Blue Hawks and the Chadron State Eagles. This is a tale of two games, again of 1-0 teams from yesterday. Lots of offense expected in this one. Dickinson State shot 40% from the field in their game yesterday. Chadron State scored in triple digits against Bellevue, dropping 107 points. 5 Eagles scoring in double figures, led by Josh Robinson, who had 21. Robinson also had a double-double with 11 boards as well. 5 Blue Hawks scored in double figures yesterday for Dickinson State, led by their 6'7" forward from Chadron, Wyoming, Gus Wright. Wright hit three-pointers in his 13-point performance as well. We were getting ready to give you the starting lineup here from the Lozier Athletic Center at Bellevue University for Dickinson State. Their do-it-all defensive man, Jose Igle, Trey Stevens, Josh Evans, Gus Wright, and Cordell Stinson round out the starters for the Blue Hawks. For the Eagles, Bryce Lattimore, Jarrett Taylor, Josh Robinson, Dalton Peterson, and Porter Anderson will be the starters today for the Eagles. We'll be right back after the lineups are announced here live with basketball, live from the Lozier Athletic Center at Bellevue University. And we are ready for basketball here live from the Lozier Athletic Center on the campus of Bellevue University. Gus Wright for the Blue Hawks and Josh Robinson ready to just this tip-off underway, and Wright gets the better of the two. The Blue Hawks win the tip. Bringing up the court, Trey Stevens, point guard for the Blue Hawks. He gets over to Josh Evans. Evans looking to his left. Nothing there. Gives the ball up to Stevens in the corner. Stevens drills a three. Count it, 3 points for the Blue Hawks. Jalen Patterson bringing the ball up for the Eagles. Kicks it over the corner and then gets the ball back at the top of the key. Over to Jarrett Taylor. Taylor looking inside for Robinson. Robinson goes up with it. Count the basket, 2 points. Trey Stevens brings it back up court. Gets it over to Jose Ible. Stevens back with the ball in his hand at the top of the key. Gets it over to Evans. Evans looking around the corner, nothing there. Takes it in himself, goes up with it, nothing. Comes back down. Gus Wright with it, goes underneath. Right back up to the basket, nothing. Rolls out. Rebound comes down to the Eagles, down to Porter Anderson. Anderson gives the ball over across the court to Jarrett Taylor. Taylor fumbles the ball, but is able to recover. Josh Robinson with the ball back in his hands on the left side of the key. Shake move inside, kicks it back outside to Taylor. Taylor with a three, wide, misses it. Rebound comes back down to Anderson. Anderson comes back over with nothing. Gus Wright on the rebound, gives it back to Trey Stevens. Stevens coming up the court on the right side for the Blue Hawks. Going left. At the top of the elbow, gives it back to Gus Wright. Wright looking nothing there. Dickinson with the ball on the right side. Gives it up to Igle. Igle gives it up to Stevens. Stevens looking for a three. Nothing there. Pivots out. Dribbles to his right. Gives the ball over to Wright in the corner. Wright point up three. Right off the rim. Rebound comes down to Robinson. Robinson gets the ball up court to Bryce Lattimore who gets the roll in to go. Eagle Blade down the other way for the Blue Hawks. He's going to go up with it. Fadeaway shot, rolls in, count it. Blue Hawks lead 5-4, 18:03 to play. Coming down the court is Bryce Lattimore with the ball in his hand. Shoot up under the basket, nothing there. Rebound gathered by Robinson. He's fouled. Oh, they're going to say he shoved off. That's going to go.
Violation, Chadron State.
That will go back to the Blue Hawks. Cordell Stinson ready to inbound here for the Blue Hawks. Trey Stevens will take the ball up the court for Dickinson State here. Guarded by Bryce Lattimore. Stevens to his left. Top of the key, comes back to the right. Nothing there. Pass over to Josh Evans. Evans trying to find some spacing. Isn't able to get it. Step back. Jumper is good. Count it 7-4. Dickinson State. Lattimore bringing the ball back up court for the Eagles. Hands it off to Robinson. Robinson gives it up. Gives it back to Lattimore. Lattimore looking outside. Gives it up to Peterson. Peterson over to Ballard. Ballard back up at the three. Dribbling inside. There's a foul called underneath against Gus Wright.
Fouls on Blue Hawks. Gus Wright.
That's his first of the game. First foul of the game as well. Dalton Peterson inbounds for the Eagles. Inside shot. Ball they call for Porter Anderson, but he gets it to roll. Eagles trail 6-7. Blue Hawks bring it back up the court. Now Stevenson dribbling to his left. Gives it up to Eagle Blade. Eagle Blade one-on-one. Isolates down underneath the basket. Easy take, easy layup. Count it. 9-6 Blue Hawks. Bryce Lattimore bringing it up on the left side of the court past the timeline. He's one-on-one with Eagle Blade. Eagle Blade, he gives it up. Inside take by Robinson. Robinson kicks it out to Ballard. Ballard wide open, misses the three-pointer. Tipped out of bounds. I'm going to say it goes off of Gus Wright. That ball will come back to Chadron State. Dickinson State leaves 9-6, 16:40 to go in the first half.
And for Blue Hawks, number 34, Brandon Palmer. Also at the Eagles, number 35, Martin Peznanovich.
Martin Peznanovich coming in for Chadron State here. Inbounds passed to Robinson. Robinson on the take underneath the basket. A lot of contact, no call. Tipped out of bounds. Recovered by Stinson, who gives it up to Eagle Blade. The Blue Hawks going to move it back up court. Eagle Blade by himself on the left side. Tried that isolation drive again. Nothing there. Kicks it back out to Evans. Josh Evans from outside misses wide. Rebound. And I say his last touch by an Eagle. It's going to come back to Dickinson State.
Subbing for the Blue Hawks, number 12.
Shane Pabin, the head coach of the Eagles, clearly upset with something. I don't know if it was because he thought the ball touched a Blue Hawk or because somebody was out of position there. Stinson gets the ball, a wide open shot for Evans, fade away. Doesn't get the roll to go. Peznanovich with the rebound. Coming back down the court, it's Trey Ballard. Ballard kicks the ball out to Dalton Peterson, who misses that three-point shot. Blue Hawks with the ball back. Eagle Blade underneath the hoop, trying another drive. Isolation's able to get some separation, and the foul. He will shoot too.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 4, Jalen Patterson. Line shooting 2 for the Blue Hawks, Jose Boulay.
Don't let your lineup fool you, folks. Number 4 is Jalen Patterson. He normally wears 3. He's wearing 4 today. Because Eagle Blade's first free throw is good. 10-6 Blue Hawks, 15:57 to go.
Number 1, Jaden Wright.
Jaden Wright coming into the game for
the Eagles,
Dixon State, as well as Aiden Fischel. Number 15, Malik Harris checks into the game for the Eagles. Eagle Blade's second shot up and good. Patterson brings the ball up the court for Chadron State. Kicks it over to Bryce Lattimore. Lattimore is going to give it back to Robinson. Robinson, nothing there on the left side, gives it back to Lattimore. Lattimore takes the hoop. Great defense by Eagle Blade. That is what he does best, folks. He's an all-conference member on the defensive side of things for a reason. It will stay with Chadron State. 16 seconds to go on the shot clock. Patterson looking inbounds. He does. He gets over to Jalen Patterson, who spins in and out and gets it to go. Count the basket, 8-11, 15:34 to go here in the first. Aiden Fischel gets the ball over to Cordell Stinson. Stinson back to Wright. Wright gets it back to Fischel. Fischel at the top of the key trying to get some separation. Nothing there. Takes it to the left side. Gets fouled. Oh, they called a charge.
Fouls on the Blue Hawks, number 34, Braden Palmer. That's his first.
Call goes against Braden Palmer on a shove off under the basket, away from the ball, foul. Jalen Patterson brings the ball up the court. It's ball to Lattimore. Lattimore looking to create something on the left side of the three-point line. Gets it kicked away. That should have been maybe a kick ball recovered by the Blue Hawks. Eagle Boy comes up with it, gets it over to Stinson. Stinson over to Fischel. Fischel back to Stinson, kicks around the horn. Eagle Boy looking for a three, not there. Jalen Wright, the ball in his hands, wide across the court, pass to Fischel. Fischel underneath the basket, gets trapped in the corner, isn't able to get out of there, looking for some help. Able to find some, gets it over to Stinson. Stinson back to Wright. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Wright almost pulls up with it, isn't able to get it off. Fischel with the ball in his hand. Stinson with 5, Stinson with 4, Stinson with 3, fadeaway, gets it to fall right outside of the rim. Rebound comes down to Poznanovic. Lattimore comes up with the court with the ball over to Patterson. Patterson with a three-pointer falling away, gets it to go. We got a tie ball game, 14:25 to go. Dickinson State brings the ball back down court. The ball in Fischel's hands. He gives it up to Eagle Blade. Eagle Blade moving to his right. Step back three, not there. Gives it up to Fischel. Fischel fakes inside, takes the ball inside. Fall away, hook shot, no good. Recovered by the Eagles. Malik Harris brings it down.
Possession stays with the Eagles.
Very frustrated coaching staff for the Blue Hawks right now. Not the possession they wanted. Derek Selvig letting Jaden Wright hear it a little bit. 14:08 to go here in the first period. We got an 11-11 ball game. And a timeout called by Chadron State. 14:08 to go. We come back live from Bellevue University. .14:08 to play here in the first period between Dickinson State and Chadron State, all tied up at 11. Jose Uguble is the leading scorer for Dickinson State right now. Chadron State is led by Dalton Peterson after his three-point attempt there on that last possession. Trey Ballard inbounds the pass to Jalen Peterson. Peterson moving to his right, back to his left, goes inside. A lot of contact, called a charge on Peterson. Aiden Fischel draws the charge there for the Blue Hawks.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 4, Jalen Patterson, that's his second.
Aiden Fischel fakes back to Dickinson, but chooses to take up the court himself. Stinson now with the ball on the left side. Gives it up down low to Braden Palmer. Foul on number 35, Martin Poznanovic.
That's his first.
Stinson with the ball, gives it back to Fischel. Fischel gets it over to Jake Daniel. Daniel passes back to Stinson. Stinson looking inside Gus Wright. Wright pivots back out, dribbles. Looking for Stinson. Stinson gives it up to Daniel. Looks at the right side. Nothing there. Shot back to Jaden Wright. Wright buries a three.
3 points for Blue Hawks.
Eagles back on the attack here as Patterson brings the ball up the court. Kicks it back out to Robinson. Robinson looking to the right. Gives it to Malik Harris. It's a foul called down low.
Blue Hawks number 1, Jaden Wright, that's his first.
Foul goes against Jaden Wright. It's his first foul of the game. Subs coming in for Chadron State. Caden Scalfani, Julio Phipps in for the Eagles, as well as Jared Taylor, who gets the pass on the inbounds. Looking back inside for Josh Robinson. Robinson on a hook shot, rolls in and out, almost got his own board. Foul goes against Robinson. That'll be a Blue Hawk basketball. 13-14 to go here in the first period. It is Dickinson State 14, Chadron State 11. As Trey Stevens brings the ball back up court for Dickinson State, moving from his left to his right, back to his left. Gus Wright tries to set a screen, nothing there, gives it back to Gus. Gus staying alone by the top of the key, gives it back to Stevens. Stevens shake and bakes to the middle, nothing there, passes back out to right, wide open three, gets it to go. He hit 4 of those yesterday, that's his first today. Blue Hawks lead 17-11, 12:44 to go. Eagles back on offense, open shot in the corner, gets it to go for Jalen Patterson. We got a tie ball game. Apologize, 14-17. Blue Hawks lead. Gus Wright staying alone on the top of the key, trying to get his point guard the ball back. Can't get it to him. There it is. Stevens now working, operating at the top of the key to the left of the elbow. Open, tried to look like he was going to shoot it, but picked up his pivot foot and walked.
Blue Hawks number 3, Trey Stevens.
Words of encouragement from Derek Selvig telling his point guard, don't worry about it, get back on defense.
Dalton Peterson.
Dalton Peterson back into the game for Chadron State. Jalen Patterson brings the ball up the court for the Eagles. Looks over and finds Dalton Peterson, nothing there, gives it back up. Patterson with the ball, looking to create something to the middle, pulls up, is fouled, almost got the runner to go. That foul will also go against Trey Stevens.
Blue Hawks number 3, Trey Stevens. That's his first.
Jalen Patterson will shoot 2. 12:06 to go. Dickinson State leads 17-14.
Jalen Patterson.
Shot up, no good. Front end of 2 falls off. Patterson attempting his second free throw. It is up. It is good. Count it. 2-point ball game. Dickinson State with the ball back. Trey Stevens brings it up from right to left. Pivots inside, gives it to Gus right at the top of the key. Right down to the elbow, gives up to Evans, who finds him back down low right with a basket. Count it. 19-15. Blue Hawks. Jalen Patterson brings it back up for the Eagles. Gets it over to Jared Taylor. Taylor finds outside for Julio Phipps. Phipps gives it back to Patterson. Patterson back down to Phipps, trying to work inside. A lot of moving going on. Yeah, he picked up his foot on the pivot.
Friendly violation, Chadron State, 28. Julio Phipps.
Phipps travels, gives the ball back to the Blue Hawks with 11:34 to go in the first period. Stevens will operate in the backcourt, bring it up past the timeline in his left hand. Goes back to his right, dribbles to the right side of the three-point line. Looking for something, creates a little bit of space. Gets the ball over to Jake Daniel. Daniel back to Gus Wright. Wright goes up with it. Mid-range jumper, in and out. Hustle play there by Jaden Wright, just couldn't come down with it. He gets tipped out of bounds. Jose Abule comes back in for Dickinson State. It will be Eagle basketball. Jalen Patterson brings the ball up for the Eagles. One-on-one with Stevens at the top of the key. Gives it up over to Phipps. Phipps finds Anderson. Anderson back to Phipps. Gives it back to Patterson. It gets tipped away under the basket. Patterson looking for Anderson. Nothing there. Ball will stay with Chadron State. 11 minutes ago. Inbound pass finds Bryce Latimer. Latimer looking to possibly shoot it. Gives it up down low to Porter Anderson. Anderson back out to Latimer. Latimer tries to dribble inside. Nice move to his right hand. Gets the roll to go. 17-19. Blue Hawks lead. Stevens brings it up in his left hand. Kicks it Outside to Stewart. Stewart over to Eagleblay. Eagleblay back to Stevens. Looking to maybe create. He does find some space. Isn't able to get the shot up back to Eagleblay. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Eagleblay loses his dribble. Recovers it. Defense is all over him. Shattered State creates a turnover. Coming up with his Bryce Latimer. Latimer looking underneath the basket. Easy layup from Malik Harris. Count the basket. We got a tie ball game at 19. 10:22 to go.
Harris.
A lot of contact under the hoop, nothing being called. Stevens with the ball in his hand, back to Gus Wright. Wright wide open for a three. He too strong off the backboard. Coming down with it is DC Stewart. Stewart gets the ball over to Eagleblay. Eagleblay is looking inside, nothing there. Gives it back to Stevens. Stevens wide open for a three, but from far outside, does not matter. Hits the shot, 22-19, 9:50 to go. Bryce Lattimore brings the ball up the court for the Eagles. Looks in the corner to Malachi Harris. Harris looking inside. Harris said he was pushed on. He will inbound. The ball will stay with Shattered State.
Fouls on the Blue Hawks. Griffin Doty. Correction, DC Stewart. That's his first foul.
DC Stewart picks up the foul for the Blue Hawks. He will come out of the game, being replaced by John Evans. Inbounds pass goes to Latimer. Latimer at the top of the key, gives it over to Taylor. Taylor back with it to Latimer. Latimer on the right side looking down below. He finds Anderson. Anderson travels with it and maybe got a push off there.
Offensive foul.
He was not happy about that.
That's his first.
Stinson set the inbound for the Blue Hawks. Two Eagles trapping in the backcourt here. They pull off the press. Stevens goes to his left hand, gives it up over to Eagleblay. Eagleblay looking to move to the right. Right's not there, gives it back to Stevens. Stevens goes to the right side, nothing there. Evans back to right. Right takes it all the way in on the inside, goes up strong. Too strong off the back end. Stinson with the rebound, goes back up. It is swatted out of the gym, folks, by Porter Anderson. Another swat on the other side. It's a block party here inside of the Lozier Athletic Center. Josh Evans swats one all the way on his side of the court. Not to be outdone by Porter Anderson, who had a monster block on the Shattered State side. Checking into the game is Aiden Fischel. That'll take Trey Stevens out of the game. Inbounds pass over to Bryce Latimer. Latimer step back three on the way. Off the front of the iron. Rebound put back up. Dalton Peterson gets it to go. 8:57 to go. Dickinson State leads 22-21. Their head coach, Derek Selvig, is not happy with that defensive possession there. He's letting his point guard have it. Jake Daniel and Aiden Fischel not apparently communicating well right now, despite having the lead in this game. 8:57 to go. We got a 22-21 ball game in the first period here at the Lozier Athletic Center at Bellevue University. .57 to go from the Lozier Athletic Center here in the first period of Dickinson State, Shattered State. Blue Hawks coming up the court with the basketball. Aiden Fischel in his left hand moving right to left. Gives it over to Gus Wright. Wright looking to get back to Fischel. Nothing there. Stinson creating some space for his offense. Aiden Fischel looking to his left. Dribbles inside. Nothing there. Kicks it back out to Gus Wright. Wright moving to the top of the key. Gives it over to Evans. Evans pull up from the top of the elbow. Too strong off the top of the backboard. Comes down to the Eagles. Moving quick, Bryce Lattimore pulls it out, slows the offense down. Gets it over to Jarrett Taylor. Taylor gives it back to him. Looking over to Raul Nunez. Nunez gives it up. Back over to Lattimore. Lattimore trying to create something under the basket and does count the basket. Eagles lead 23-22. Coach Eagleblay brings up the basketball at midcourt for the Blue Hawks. They trail for the first time since the first minute of this game. Eagleblay over to John Evans. Evans trying to create something at the top of the key. Nothing there. A little bit of shoving going on. Nothing called. Evans gives it up inside to Fischel. Fischel up and down. Nothing goes good. Lattimore will take the rebound back for the Eagles. He's at the top of the key. Gives it up to Nunez. Nunez kicks it over to Lattimore. Lattimore gives it back to Nunez. Nunez over to Peterson. Peterson, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, John Evans comes down with it. Gives it back to Eagleblay. Because the Eagleblay moving to his right, to his left underneath the basket. Solid tape, but just couldn't get up to the rim in time. Rebound brought down by Porter Anderson. Anderson gives it up to Raul Nunez. Nunez goes strong to the hoop and draws the foul.
Number 5, John Evans, that's his first. Line shooting 2 for the Eagles, number 12, Raul Nunez.
Nunez's first free throw is off the front of the rim, rims out.
Checking in for the Blue Hawks, number 34, Braden Palmer. And for the Eagles, number 4, Jalen Patterson, and number 20, Julio Phipps.
Nunez's second shot is up. In and out. Rebound, Stinson. Cordell Stinson pulls down his third rebound here as Aiden Fischel brings the ball up for Dickinson State to the middle of the court. Moving to his right, back to his left. Defense is put on by Jalen Patterson. Josh Evans now looking inside, looks outside. Ball down underneath and fumbled away by Braden Palmer. Palmer gives it up. Eagles back on a run. They've got the numbers. Doesn't matter inside now for a three-pointer. Great hustle there, an attempt by Patterson, but he's able to get it back for his team. Nunez looks inside, looks outside, back to Patterson. Raul Nunez now at top left key. Looking back to Jalen Patterson, who ends up giving up a free three-point shot to Jared Taylor. Just isn't able to hit it. Still 23-22 Eagles, 6:39 to play in the first quarter. First period. Evans wide open under the basket, but isn't able to keep the handle on the ball. Stinson now operating at the top of the key. Inside for a two-pointer, nothing there. Rebound comes down to the Eagles. Jalen Patterson brings it down. Takes it up the court for the Eagles. Gives it up to Nunez. Nunez looks inside, nothing there. Pulls it back out to the three-point line. Gives it back to Taylor. Taylor looking around the corner to Lattimore, who puts up a three, who buries a three. 26-22, Eagles lead. Jose Uguble with the ball back in his hand, bringing it up the court for the Blue Hawks at the top of the key. He goes inside, loses his footing, recovers and gives it back to Evans. Takes an inside two. Nothing but net counter. John Evans buries a three. They're a two-pointer.
John Evans.
Chadron leads 26-24, 5:44 to play in the first half here. Almost missing the pass, but Jared Taylor kicks it back out. Gets it over to Bryce Lattimore, who's on the right side of the key. Eagleblay on him, trying to get a screen set up. Does. Three-point shot up. Three-point shot good. Back-to-back threes for Lattimore. The Eagles now lead 29-24.
Bryce Lattimore.
Aiden Fischel brings the ball up court for the Blue Hawks. His team down 5 with 5:22 to go. Operating his left hand, put the left side of the paint. Nothing there. Goes, pivots back out. Gets a scoop layup to go. 26-29. 5:12 left in the first half. Back on the other side for Chadron State. Up strong is Jalen Patterson. Nothing there. Foul called against Fischel. No, the call. A little confusion who the call is going. It looks like it was going against Patterson. A little confusion of what the foul call was and who it was against. It looked like there was contact made by Fischel. Fischel was pointing at himself, but it looks like the call is going to go against Patterson.
Basket will count for the Eagles.
Oh, his goaltending was the call. Okay.
A goaltending call on Dickinson State.
Strange call. It didn't look like the ball got touched at all, so we'll see. Maybe look at the replay and see what happened there. But Fischel will bring it up. With his team down 5 points, 5 minutes to go. Fumbles the dribble, but is able to recover it. Stinson, he puts it up. Gets the two-pointer to go. Aiden Fischel.
15-footer is good for the Eagles.
Jalen Patterson coming back down court on the left side. Goes to his right. Picks it up. Shoots it. Gets the roll to go. 33-28. Dickinson State trails 28-33. Hayden Fischel coming back up the court in his left hand, moves to the left of the elbow, takes the shot. Looked good, just didn't get there. Rebound pulled down by Phipps. Patterson now gets the ball over to Phipps and isn't able to finish there. Blue Hawks trying to go quickly here. Jaden Wright looked for three, couldn't find it. Gets over Stinson. Stinson back to Fischel. Fischel to his left, goes in strong. Another scoop layup off the glass, kisses it in. We got a 3-point ball game, 4 minutes, 6 seconds to go. Chadron State leads 33-30. Lattimore takes the ball up the right side of the court, guarded by Jaden Wright. Pulls to the left side at the top of the elbow, not there. Looks down inside for Julio Phipps. Phipps looks inside, pivots out, scoop, turns in and out, isn't able to get it to go. Great rebound by Malachi Harris, who puts it back for 2. The Eagles lead by 5. Hayden Fischel brings it up past midcourt. Dribble between his legs, looks to his left, screen set by Wright, nothing there. Looks back out, Stinson with a 3. Count it.
3 points.
Cordell Stinson hits a 3-pointer, pulls the game within 2. 1 possession lead for Chadron State with 3:21 to go here in the first half. Ball kicked over to Lattimore. Lattimore looking for Trey Ballard. Ballard looking for a 3. He's been cold today, misses another one. Stinson on the rebound, back to Fischel. Dickinson State looks to slow it down as Fischel barely gets past the line in the 8-second time frame. Fischel dribbles to his left, nothing there. Looks back outside, nothing. Kicks it out to Daniel. Daniel looking to right. Jaden Wright gives it back up to Stinson. Stinson over to Fischel. Fischel trying to create 6 seconds on the clock. Looking under, nothing there. Pivot for Wright. Kicks it out 2 seconds. 1 second. Gives it up to Braden Palmer. Palmer hits a 2 from underneath the basket. Count it. Tie ball game. 2:39-35 all. Eagles moving left to right here. Ball in Bryce Lattimore's hand. Gives it up to Trey Ballard. Ballard gives it up to Harris. Harris fumbles it. Ballard recovers. It's fine. Ballard underneath. Puts one up. Still can't find his shot. Palmer comes down with it back to Dickinson State. Aiden Fischel just kind of taking his time getting over that timeline. He might want to speed that up a little bit. Daniel goes to his right, and there's a blocking foul called against Jalen Patterson.
Number 4, third.
Jose Ugoble come back in for Dickinson State as well as Trey Stevens. Stevens gets the inbound, gives it up over to DC Stewart. Stewart finds Ugoble, top of the key. A lot of pick and roll here. Shot from Stevens off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Raul Nunez, who checks back in the game for the Eagles. Nunez takes it to the length of the floor. A little bit of a charge there, but got away with it. Fumbles the ball and gives it back up to Stewart. Stewart moves back to Stevens. 1:44 to go in the first half. Stevens with 23 on the shot clock resets his offense. 35 all. Gives it up to Eagleblaze. Eagleblaze at the top of the key, fakes a shot, takes it inside. 3 Eagles there. A lot of great defense. Does not matter. Eagleblaze gets the shot to go. It is 1:27 to go. 37-35. Dickinson State recovers the lead. Inside move here from Martin Poznanovich. Nothing going there. Rebound taken down by DC Stewart. Blue Hawks have the ball back. 1:12 to go with the lead. 2 points before halftime. Stevens to his right. Looks back outside for Eberle. Nothing there. To the left. Pivot outside. Draws in 3 defenders. 3 on the way. No good from DC Stewart, but the ball comes back down to the Blue Hawks. Rebound taken down by Jaden Wright. Trey Stevens looks at the clock, shot clock, 12 seconds, 47 on the game clock. Puts one up, makes it go. 4-point lead. 8-point swing here for the Blue Hawks, 40 seconds to go. 39-35, Dickinson State leads. 10 seconds separates the game clock and shot clock before halftime here. Bryce Lattimore puts up an inside 2, gets it to go, cuts the lead to 2. 37-39, Blue Hawks lead, 24 seconds to go. Stevens taking his time, the shot clock is off, no need to rush here. Pivots inside, nothing there. Nunez on the defense keeps him out of the paint successfully. Behind the back pass, Aaron pass given up. Nunez on the drive back with 2 seconds left. Wide open three-pointer from way beyond the arc. No good. Dalton Peterson tried hitting one to send his team into the locker room with a lead at halftime. It is 37-39.
Chick-fil-A Classic.
Dickinson State leads here at halftime of this second game of the Chick-fil-A Classic here from Bellevue University. We'll have updates on halftime. We'll give you scores from college football and a lot more when we come back here from Bellevue University. Halftime here of the second game of the Chick-fil-A Classic live from Bellevue University inside the Lozier Athletic Center. Your score, Dickinson State leads Chadron State 39-37. Leading scorer for Chadron has been Bryce Lattimore. He's got 14 points on the game for the Eagles. Trey Stevens is the leading scorer for the Blue Hawks. He's got 11. 1 minute remaining here in halftime. Looking around all of college football right now in the top 25. Oklahoma is struggling to put away Kansas with a minute 45. The Jayhawks have an opportunity to win that game. The world's largest cocktail party, Georgia leads 4-10-7 heading into the start of the second. There, Texas is beating BYU 14-0. Oregon leads Utah 20-3 out in Salt Lake. Notre Dame is just scored again on Pittsburgh. It's 13-0 out in South Bend. Louisville dominating Duke 14-0. Tulane is beating Rice 10-0. USC up 3-0 on Cal. As we get ready for the second half of this game between Dickinson State and Chadron State again, Blue Hawks will start with the possession and a 2-point lead, 39-37, as we get ready for second half of college basketball. Correction, looks like the Eagles will be starting off with the first possession of the second half as Jalen Patterson gets ready to inbound to Bryce Lattimore. Inbounds to Lattimore, and we are underway here in the second half of this game. Lattimore kicks it over to Jared Taylor. Taylor back over to Jalen Patterson. Patterson gets it down low to Porter Anderson. Anderson back inside to Lattimore. Lattimore puts it up. It is good. Trey Stevens bringing the ball back up the court for the Blue Hawks. A 39-39 ball game. We expected a ton of offense out of this one. Not quite what we saw yesterday from these two offenses. Stinson down low. Cordell Stinson gives it back up to Gus Wright. Gus Wright from the top of the key misses off the mark. Jalen Patterson with the rebound gives it up to Bryce Lattimore. Lattimore operating on the right side of the floor, gives it up back over to Patterson. Patterson back around the horn, gets the ball back in the hands of Lattimore. Lattimore goes up with it, misses short. Rebound by Porter Anderson. Anderson looking to get out from a lot of traffic, and they say that Chadron State will keep the possession. Dalton Peterson inbounding the basketball for Chadron State. He gives it up to Lattimore. Lattimore drives to the hoop, blocked away as both Jose Uguble and Lattimore fall into the stands. A wide open three is buried by Jalen Patterson, but two of the top two players on this team are down on both sides right now, with Jose Uguble, who is Dickinson State's top defender, and then Bryce Lattimore limping off, who is the leading scorer for Chadron State, who just limped out of the gym. You hope both of those guys are okay. Jose Uguble is staying out on the court as he limps off. Ball will stay with Dickinson State. As Trey Stevens inbounds the ball. Stevens moving left to right. Now gives the ball back to Stinson. Stinson looks outside for Gus Wright. Wright, nothing there. Gives the ball back to Stevens. Stevens looking to the right for Josh Evans. Evans puts it up. Buries a three. We're going to say that's a two-pointer. 41-42, Eagles lead. On the opposite side of the floor, Trey Ballard gives the ball around the horn. We're looking for a lot of ball movement here. Jared Taylor with the ball in his hands gives it back to Jalen Patterson. Patterson puts a lob up to the rim. Nothing going. Evans comes down with it, gives the ball back to Stevens. Evans now operating at the top of the key with the ball in his hand, driving into the right. Nothing there. Gus Wright on the left side goes up with it and is fouled. Foul will go against Porter Anderson.
Fouls on Chadron State, number 30, Porter Anderson. That is his second.
Wright will head to the free throw line.
2 for the Blue Hawks. Gus Wright.
His first free throw is up, and it rolls off the front of the rim. right second shot off the front of the rim as well. Trey Ballard pulls it down. The Eagles bench calling for tempo, and they're getting it. Jalen Patterson goes the length of the court. Scoop layup is fouled against Jose Uguble.
Fouls on Dickinson State. Jose Uguble. That is his first.
Jose Uguble with his first foul of the game.
Jalen Patterson.
Looks to have shaken off that ankle injury. Jalen Patterson's first free throw is up through the net. His team leads 43-41 with 8:02 to play left in this game. Patterson's second shot ready to come. It is up. It is through the net. 45-42, Chadron State leads. 18 minutes to play left in this one. Aiden Fischel checks in the game. He gets the ball over to Trey Stevens. Stevens operating at half court against Jared Taylor. Taylor gets off and against Stevens, creates some space, gets a two-pointer to go through. 42-44. Tempo again for the Eagles here. A lot of ball movement, looking for that extra pass. They are getting it. Dalton Peterson with the ball in his hands. He gives it up to Patterson. Patterson underneath takes Gus Wright with a block. Just a missed shot there. Patterson gets the rebound. Nothing on the putback. Josh Evans comes down with it, gives the ball up to Stevens. Stevens brings up the ball up the court on the right side. Back to the top of the key over to Stinson. Stinson gives it up to Fischel. Fischel, nothing there, looking to his right. Just throws the ball away, and Aaron pass looking for Josh Evans. Nothing there.
Stepping into the Eagles, number 35,
Martin Poznanovich comes back into the game
Bryce Lattimore.
for the Eagles. More importantly, Bryce Lattimore, who limped off the court after falling into the stands, comes back onto the court. He's their leading scorer. That's a big get back for the Eagles. They're in a tie ball game with 17:09 to go. Lattimore looks perfectly fine, comes in with a spin move, gets fouled going up. Almost in the same area where he fell into the bench, almost landed over there again, but he gets fouled and is going to go back to the free throw line.
Number 12, Aiden Fischel. That is his first. Clock shooting 2 for the Eagles. Bryce Lattimore.
Lattimore will be shooting 2 here for Chadron State. His first shot up. His first shot's good. Lattimore's second free throw. Count it. 46-44. Eagles lead. 17:04 to play left in this one. Fischel gets the ball knocked away from him there by Taylor on the press. Taylor takes it, walks him under the basket. Good defense. So there by Poznanovich. Poznanovich staying on the point guard. And they're going to They're going to get Bryce Lattimore for a hand check there. 16:48 left to go in this one.
Technical foul. Number 2 on the Eagles, Bryce Lattimore.
Lattimore with the hand check and then picks up the technical, or the personal, and then a technical foul on Lattimore as well. He was arguing the call. He didn't believe that he got any contact there. The official wasn't having it. Aiden Fischel with his first free throw. That's good. 45-46. 16:48 to play in this one. Fischel's second shot is up. Count that one as well. We got a tie ball game. 16:48 to play. It'll be Dickinson State ball. Fischel inbound, Stevens in the corner. They cross. They get the ball out to Stinson. Stinson back to Fischel, dribbles around the top of the key. Gives it over to Evans. Evans goes underneath the basket, looking for something not there. Stinson back outside. Takes to the rim. Goes up with it. Nothing there. They call contact on somebody. 15. Looks like that's going to go against Malachi Harris.
Malachi Harris is his first.
Harris's first foul of this game. 16:38 to go with Cordell Stinson at the free throw line. His first free throw is up. It's good.
At the line for the Blue Hawks.
Stinson's second shot up. It is missed. Pulled down by the Eagles, coming back down court. Dalton Peterson looking outside for Jalen Patterson. Patterson's shot up, rolls out. Rebound comes down to Paznanovic. Paznanovic pivots out, looking for Patterson again, who gets it over Trey Ballard. Ballard fumbles it away, but is able to get it before the ball goes to the bounce. Ballard comes back in from the left side. Nothing there. Good defense by John Evans. Evans able to stop him in the paint, but gets a shot up. No good. Cordell Stinson comes down with the rebound. Trey Evans now operating the ball in his left hand, tries to find something on the left side of the elbow. Nothing there. Gives it back down low to Braden Palmer. Palmer pivots in, shoots up. No good. Malachi Harris with the rebound, pulls it down, gives the ball to Dalton Peterson. Peterson brings it down, gives it to Ballard. Ballard looking back outside to Jalen Patterson. Patterson driving to his right, goes up with it at the rim, isn't able to kiss it off the glass, pulled down by Fischel. Aiden Fischel brings the ball back up court, guarded by Jalen Patterson. Kicks it over to Trey Stevens. Stevens operating out of the two-guard position now, moved from his right to his left, gives it back to Cordell Stinson. Stinson trying to back down Harrison in the post, isn't able to, gets up to Fischel, and then it double dribbles despite being kicked. They're going to call that against Dickinson State.
Subbing up the Blue Hawks, number 10, Jake Daniel, and number 1, Dave Wright.
Caden Scalfini comes in to the game for the Eagles. Presses on a little bit by Fischel there and then lets it go as Bryce Latimer brings the ball back up the court, 15-17 to go. A lot of ball movement here, and the ball ends up back in Latimer's hands. He's able to put one in, count it, puts his team ahead 48-47, 15 minutes to play in this one. The Eagles put on a bit of a press, not able to do anything with it. Fischel ends up with the ball back in his hand underneath the basket, drives underneath, nothing there. Great defense by Ballard. Ballard able to keep him out. Fischel passes it out to Jake Daniel, who isn't able to create anything falling into the crowd. Thank you to that Bellevue Bruin, who was able to play outfield today and make a catch. Bryce Latimer will bring the ball back up the court. Hands off to Ballard. Ballard gives it back to Latimer. Latimer over to Peterson. Peterson ends up giving it, and then getting it back. Goes under the rim. Nice take of the basket. Count it. Contact, no call though.
2 points, the Eagles, number 23.
Chadron State leads 50-47 with 14:26 to go on this one. Fischel loses the handle on the basketball, but is able to recover it. Gives it up to Jake Daniel. Daniel not able to create anything. Dickinson State bench asking for ball movement. They are not getting it. Rebound by Dalton Peterson. Peterson now going to take his own three-pointer just off the right side of the rim. Rebound comes down, and then they're going to say it's going to stay with Chadron State.
Possession will stay with the Eagles.
Rebound by Scalfini. He's going to come out of the game. Checking back in for him is Raul Nunez. 14 minutes exactly left to go in this as Trey Ballard inbounds the ball with his team up 50-47. Is there a whistle before that?
Oh, Aiden Fischel.
Aiden Fischel called the push-off. That basket will not count. The ball will stay with Chadron State. Ball in the hands of Latimer. Latimer going to create off the left side here. Spin move in. Goes back to the pivot. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up. Count the basket, 52-47. We got a 5-point game, 13:49 to go. Fischel brings the ball down the court from left to right, gives it up, and then it's up in the hands of DC Stewart. Stewart operating to his left, picked up his dribble, call that a travel. That ball will go back to Chadron State. Eagles leading 52-47, 13:39 to play here in the second period. Josiah Holland, number 55, seeing his first action this weekend here for Dickinson State. Inbound for Chadron comes up to Latimer. Latimer moving from his right to his left with the ball in his left hand. Screen set at the top of the key for him. He's not going to take the three-pointer. He's going to drive inside. Gets a lot of contact. He and Eberle have been all over each other. More contact, no whistle this time. Nobody ends up hurt, but that's the third time they've had a collision that ended up on the floor with both of them. Ball thrown away there by Dickinson State. Will end up back with Chadron.
The Eagles.
Bryce Latimer brings the ball up from right to left with the ball in his left hand, operating to the left side of the key. Eble on him again, moves to the right side, gives it up. Nunez gives it up, gets it back. Nunez looking to his left. Pass back over to Taylor. Taylor gives it in to Nunez. Nunez goes up to the hoop. Nothing there. There's a foul call. Looks like that might go against Stinson.
Fouls on the Blue Hawks number 30, Cordell Stinson. That's his first.
Stinson picks up his first foul of the game.
The line shoots two for Chadron State.
Nunez will shoot two.
Nunez.
13:04 left in this one. Nunez's first shot is up off the front of the iron. 52-47. Chadron State leads with one more free throw to come. And a second one up. Perfect. Through the net. 53-47. Chadron State leads. 13 minutes left to play. Trey Stevens brings it up past midcourt, gets the ball in Eble's hands. Eble looking to move from his right side. The ball at his right hand. He gives up the pass to Stinson. Cordell Stinson gives it back to Eble. Eble looking for a three, not there. Dribbles inside, pivots off his inside step foot, gives it back up to Stinson. 10 on the shot clock. He's going to take it inside. Lots of big bodies down there. Stinson gets it up, gets it to roll through. Count it. Much needed basket for the Blue Hawks. 49-53. Aaron pass ahead to Lattimore, but he's able to recover it. It's the ball back out to Taylor. Taylor to Nunez. Nunez back to Taylor, giving the ball up to Patterson. Patterson inside. Aaron pass. Eble comes up to it and taps it up to Josiah Howland, who gets it back up court, back into Trey Stevens' hands. 12:18 to go. 4-point game. Stevens has the screen set up but chooses to go the opposite direction. Goes inside looking down under for Holland. Holland goes up with it. Gets contact, but no whistle there. Basket counts, 51-53.
2-pointers.
Chadron State leads.
Josiah Hamla.
Lattimore now gives the ball off. It ends up in Taylor's hands. Taylor finds nothing under the hoop, pivots out. He's got to find Nunez. Nunez, step back three on the way. Count it good, 56-51, 11:44 to go. Timeout called by Dickinson State. 11:44 to play in this one. 51-56. Chadron State leads. You're watching the Chick-fil-A Classic live from the Logier Athletic Center here at Bellevue University. All right, here we go, folks. 56-51. Chadron State leads. 11:44 left to go in this one. The ball is inbound. Stevens brings it up the court. And Trey Stevens operates out of his left hand, moving left to right. Guarded by Raul Nunez, trying to create some space. Isn't able to do so. Gets stuck out on the edge. Goes to Eble, able to come in and help him out. Switches on. Cordell Stinson puts up a three. Long three. Just comes up a short. Jalen Patterson runs the length of the court for the Eagles. Puts one up. No contest there, and it goes in. 58-51, Eagles lead. 11:15 to play in this one. Trey Stevens operating outside of the cylinder. Isn't able to find it and gives it up to Stinson. Stinson creates some space. Stevens with a long three just off the back of the iron. Ball tipped out. Great play. Oh, Stevens trying to create something and just throws it away. Foul called against
Fouls on the Eagles.
Raul Nunez.
Raul Nunez, that's his first.
They said the foul was down on the baseline. Nunez was operating outside of the three-point line, so I'm not sure he got the right number there. But Stinson gets the inbound, and regardless, over to Stevens. Stevens over to Eblay. Eblay back to Stevens. Stevens alone in the corner, gives it back to Eblay. Eblay operating to his left hand, dribbles inside, finds Holland. Holland not able to do anything with it, gives it up. Taylor brings it back down, ends up back in the hands of Patterson. Patterson back, Taylor shoots a three, long three, ends up in a scramble under the basket. A lot of contact down there. We don't know who this one's going to be on. They call it on Josiah Holland.
Josiah Holland.
That will go
His
first. That's his second of the game. That'll send Porter Anderson to the line.
2%.
Anderson's first shot attempt is up. It is good. Gets the roll off the front of the iron into the basket.
Subbing in for Blue Hawks, number 20.
Gus right back into the game for the Blue Hawks as Josiah Holland heads over to the bench. Porter Anderson's second shot is up. It is through as well. 9-point game. 15-2 run right now for Chadron State against Dickinson State. 10:35 to go. Blue Hawks have to find their offense here, and then the ball's in their point guard's hand right now. Trey Stevens tries to make something happen. He is their leading scorer with 10 today. Jose Ugalde comes up short, gets his own rebound, puts it back, and it is blocked, and they're going to call contact. I'm not sure if that's against Martin Poznanovich. Yeah, they're going to call it against 35, not Poznanovich.
Line shooting 2 for Blue Hawks.
Jose Ugalde will shoot his 2 free throws. His first one is up, rolls in. Count it, much needed basket.
Come in for Chadron State.
To try to cut into this lead for the Blue Hawks. 10:19 to play. Eblay's second shot is up. It is good. Count it. 53-60. 10:19 to go. Press is on for the Blue Hawks, trying to create some sort of turnover, get a spark in their offense. As Jalen Patterson brings up the court, no problem. Gets the ball over to Taylor. Taylor over to Ballard. Ballard with the ball in his hands now. Takes it to the rim off the side of the backboard. And then an errant pass by Gus Wright. Looks like that may have been touched by Malachi Harris. And it was. That will end up back in the hands of the Blue Hawks. Trey Stevens with the ball back in his hand. 9:56 to go. 53-60. Dickinson State try to set up a screen. Nothing there. Stevens operating at the top of the key. Gets it over to Eblay. Eblay motions in, and then the blocking foul called against Martin Poznanovich.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 35, Martin.
That's his third. Jose Ugalde will be shooting for the Blue Hawks.
Blue Hawks, number 2, Jose Ugalde, shooting 1-1.
He'll have the front end of a 1-1 coming up with 9:46 on the clock. His team down 7 here in the second period. Jose Ugalde looking for his first free throw. It is in. He'll shoot the back end of a 1-on-1 here with his team down 6 points. Jose Ublay's second shot is up. Off the end of the front end of the rim. Tipped inside. Cordell Stinson gets the rebound for the Blue Hawks. Able to kick it out. Gus Wright, Ugalde over to Evans. Evans finds Stevenson in the corner. Open three. Gets it to go. Count it. 57-60. It's a one possession ball game now as Jalen Patterson brings the ball up for Chadron State. Almost tipped away by Eble, ends up in the hands of Jared Taylor. Taylor operating to his right, gives it up to Patterson. Patterson moves inside back to Taylor. No, keeps it himself. Takes a very heavy traffic to get a two-pointer up. Doesn't go. Stevenson brings it out. Looking for Stinson. Stinson on the back end, trailing the rest of his team. Doesn't put it up. Rolls inside. Gets a fadeaway two. Nothing. Doesn't even touch the iron. Recovered by Poznanovich and brought back down by the Eagles. Chadron State takes the ball back. 8:59 to go, leading by 3. Open look is given up by Taylor. Taylor doesn't want it. Takes it back outside. Almost fumbles the ball away. Gets it back himself. Back over to Patterson. Patterson takes a 3. Gets it to go. With Eble in his face. 63-57, 8:39 to go. Stevens brings the ball back up court for the Blue Hawks. Stevens to his left, ball in his left hand, finds Gus right at the top of the key, open, gets it to roll off the front and then bounces off the backboard and ends up in the net. Takes it back down to a 3-point game, 8:23 to go. Chadron State leads. Now Patterson operating on the right side, gets it back out to Ballard. Ballard has nothing there, tries to create something inside, almost fumbles away the ball. There could have been a travel there. Poznanovich back out to Ballard. Ballard, 3-point shot on the way. 3-point shot is good. 66-60, 8:05 to play. And Derek Selvig wants a timeout here, a 30-second timeout for the Blue Hawks. At 66-60, Chadron State leads, 8:05 to go here in the second. You're watching College Hoops here at Bellevue University. Chick-fil-A Classic, game number 2. .05 to play here in the second half. Chadron State leads 66-60 over Dickinson State. As Trey Stevens, the Dickinson State point guard, brings the ball up the court, passing the timeline. Passes over Josh Evans. John Evans. Johns takes a shot and misses off the back end. Jose Uble pulls down the rebound for Dickinson State. He backs down his defender and then goes inside with a little bit of a push-off. Gets it to go anyway. Count the basket for Jose Uble. 7:40 to go, 66-62. Shot is up, shot is good by Bryce Lattimore. Takes the ball the length of the court and puts a basket in.
Bryce Lattimore.
Trey Stevens brings the ball back up court, trailing by 6, 7:22. Has the ball at the top of the key, waiting for the offense to set. Doesn't like what he sees, gives the ball up to Evans. Evans doesn't like it, takes it in. Almost free range to the basket, nobody on him. He scores on a scoop layup, 64-68, as Lattimore comes back down the court for Chadron State. Waits for the rest of his team to catch up, kicks it out to Patterson. Patterson over to Phipps. Phipps looking around the board, finds the ball, finds his way back over to Lattimore. Lattimore by himself at the top of the key, gives it up to Patterson. Patterson resets the offense, takes the ball inside. He's going to try to scoop layup himself. Comes down. Gus Wright gets the rebound and gets fouled by Julio Phipps. Gus Wright will shoot the front end of a 1-and-1 here. His team down 4 points. Both these free throws are crucial with 6:49 to go in this one.
Fouls on Chadron State, number 20, Julio Phipps, that's his first. The line shooting 1-and-1 for the Blue Hawks, Gus Wright.
Wright just 2 of 5 from the free throw stripe today. Gets that one to roll out. Made it 2 of 6. Rebound comes down to Raul Nunez. Nunez gets it over in the hands of Bryce Lattimore. Lattimore on the take. Basket will count. It's an and one opportunity here, 70-64. Chadron State will send Jalen Patterson to the line to shoot for a three-point play opportunity.
The line shooting one for the Eagles, Bryce Latimer.
Latimer ready to put up the shot for a three-point opportunity. With his team up 6 points. That front end falls off. Rebound goes back to Dickinson State, 70-64, 6:35. Stevens scratched that. Fischel back in the game in. Fischel looking outside, finds a lot of ball movement, gets an open three look for Jake Daniel. Nothing there. That ball's going to be tipped out of bounds. It's going to go back to Chadron State.
Possession changes to the Eagles. Coming from Blue Hawks, number 1, Jaden Wright.
Jalen Patterson takes the ball back up court for Chadron State. His team up 6 with 6 minutes to go. Ball ends up back in the hands of Bryce Latimer. Latimer trying to create something inside, gives it down low to Dalton Peterson. Nothing there. Again, Bryce Latimer ends up back down on the court. He will shoot too.
Number 20, Gus Wright. That's his second.
Gus Wright on the foul there. It's his second of the game.
The line shooting 2, the Eagles, Bryce Latimer.
This is Latimer's 4th free throw attempt of the game. He makes it count. He is now 3 for 4. Can he make it 4 for 5? His shot is up. And that front end falls off. Gus Wright makes up for the foul and gets the rebound. Dickinson State now trailing by 7 with 6 minutes to go. Official operating left side, loses the handle on the ball, turns his palm over, and that's going to give the ball back to the Eagles. Dalton Peterson inbounds here, gives the ball up to Jalen Patterson, bringing it up the court after the carry violation. 5:52 to go in this one. Open three, look, it goes for Trey Ballard. He finally finds his shot, his first basket of the game. 10-point game here for Chadron State as John Evans operates off the left side of the court. Open dribble to the lane, nothing there, can't find it. Fischel takes it at the rim, gets fouled, going up strong. Foul will go against Dalton Peterson of Chadron State.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 23, Dalton Peterson. That is his first. The line shooting 2 for Blue.
Fischel's first shot rolls through.
Number 30, Cordell Stinson.
Cordell Stinson re-enters the game. Plays to John Evans. Fischel getting ready for his second. It's up. It's good. 66-74. Chadron State leads. 5:33 to go in this one. Second game of the second day from the Chick-fil-A Classic. Patterson gives it over to Anderson. Anderson back to Latimer. Latimer operates to the right side of the basket, looking outside. Back to Patterson. Patterson goes up strong. Gets it to go in. 76-66, 5:15 to go. Dickinson has to hurry here. Down 10 points with 5:12 to go. Fischel was looking for something there, couldn't find it. Gives it up to Gus Wright. Right back to Fischel. Fischel drives to the left side. Open look at the basket. Just walks it in. Count the basket. 68-76. Miscommunication there by the Eagles. 4:57 to go. They lead by 8. They're going to work it back inside. Called a hold on. There to go against Gus Wright.
Fouls on the Blue Hawks, number 20.
Yeah, they'll call that against Gus Wright. They're going to say he held Patterson under the basket. Patterson getting ready to shoot his free throws here. Or excuse me, Porter Anderson, I apologize.
Subbing in for the Eagles, number 12, Raul Nunez. Checking in for the Blue Hawks, number 34, Braden Palmer.
Anderson's first shot is up. Rolls off the front of the rim. Cordell Stinson brings it down. Gets the ball up to Aiden Fischel. Fischel drives. Nothing there. Kicks it back out. A lot of ball movement here. Stinson looking for a shot. It's open. It's out, in and out, and then Stinson gets his own rebound after the push out by Braden Palmer. 3 on the way, 3 goes. Jake Daniel makes his count. 71-76, it's a 5-point game, 2 possessions. That 10-point lead has been cut into with 4:21 to go here. Chadron State with the ball back in their hands. Bryce Latimer drives to the right side, open look at the elbow, gets it to roll through.
Number is good for the Eagles, to Bryce Latimer.
No foul there, the net was just stuck. That is fixed. Cordell Stinson ready to set this back into play. We got 4:15 to go here. 7-point game. Eagles lead 78-71. Aiden Fisher brings up pass half court. Switches on. Wide open 3-point look for Jaden Wright. He gets that one to fall. 74-78. 2-possession game now with 4 minutes to go. Bryce Lattimore gets the ball past the time stripe for the Eagles. He walks it up to the rim. Takes an open hook shot, doesn't get it. Cordell Stinson with another big-time board for the Blue Hawks. He gets the ball back into Trey Stevens' hands. Stevens looks to operate through Fischel back on the one-on-one key at the top. Nothing there. Pivots back outside. He's going to take it. 3:36 to go. Stinson gets it over to Stevens. Stevens looking to operate for the left side of the key. Gus Wright, I apologize. Braden Palmer sets the screen for him, but there's nothing there. Back in the hands of Fischel. Fischel with 5. Puts it up, gets it to go. 1 possession ball game, 3:20 to go. 78-76. Chadron State has now gone cold in the last 2 minutes with just 2 points. Patterson over to Lattimore. Lattimore trying to get a screen set for him. It's not there. He finds some spacing anyway and creates his own shot. Gets it to go 80-76. So a timeout has been called by Chadron State. 3:04 to play here. Your score, Chadron State 80, Dickinson State 76. We'll be right back with more of the Chick-fil-A Classic from Bellevue University. .304 to go here at the Lozier Athletic Center. News from around the college football world. Oklahoma knocked off by Kansas today in Lawrence. This game is back underway here in Bellevue, though. Trey Stevens up top of the key, 2:54 to go. His team down 4 points, trying to get him back in it. Nothing there. Looking back outside for Aiden Fisher. Fisher drives to the right side, tries to take it at the rim, does. Gets that basket to go. 1 possession game, 2:44 to play. Chadron State leads 80-78, 2:41 left on the clock. As the Blue Hawks bench is becoming alive here. Jalen Patterson gets the ball over and then back in the hands of Raul Nunez. Nunez takes it on the inside. Cordell Stinson there with great defense. Didn't matter. Nunez gets the ball to roll. 82-78, 2:22 to go. 4-point game. Aiden Fisher brings it up, pulls it back out. On the left side of the key. Finds Cordell Stinson on the right side. Stinson gets it over to Stevenson over in the corner. Stevenson pulls it out to the elbow back out inside the 3-point line. Gets stuck over in the corner. Official back in the top of the key. Eble on the left side brings it inside, goes up with a heat pull. He pushed off. No, they're going to say that.
Eagles, number 35.
They're going to say Martin Poznanovich was the one that pushed off on Eble. 1:59 to go. 4-point game.
The line shooting 2 for the Blue Hawks.
Eble will shoot 2 here. Egbule's first free throw is up. It is good. 1 possession game now, 79-82. Egbule will shoot a second one here to try to pull it within 2.
Evans checking in for the Eagles. Number 30.
John Evans, number 5, checks in for Dickinson State. Number 30, Porter Anderson checks in for the Eagles. Egbule's second shot is up. It rolls off the front end of the rim. Anderson is able to pull it down. Trey Ballard takes it down the court for the Eagles. A lot of contact. Egbule comes in and is able to swat one out, literally out of the gym. going to be a timeout called by Chadron State. 1:50 to play in this one. One possession game. We come back. All right, 1:50 to go in regulation. And this one, Chadron State inbounds the ball. Bryson Lattimore is going to pull it to the right side. Fakes back outside, then takes it into the rim. Jose Eble not able to get that stopped. Ball movement here for the Blue Hawks. It's back in John Evans' hands. Evans on the outside. He's going to take it inside. Looking for a pass, and they're going to call a block foul against Bryce Lattimore. I believe that's Lattimore's fifth. Could be that's fourth.
On to the Eagles, number 2, Bryce Lattimore.
5-point game, 84-79 with 1:26 left to go. John Evans at the line with his team down 5 points.
Blue Hawks, number 5, John Evans.
Evans' first one is up. Evans' first one is good. 2-possession game here for the Blue Hawks.
Number 10, Jared Taylor.
Jared Taylor back into the game for Chadron State. Eagles playing with their big lineup here. 3 forwards out on the court. Evans' second one is up. It is good. 3-point game, 1-possession game, 1:26 to go. Chadron State leads and the ball. Lattimore not looking to speed things up. 1:19 to go. Now he switches off to Taylor. Jared Taylor operating to the right side. He looks over and finds Raul Nunez. Nunez back to his left. Gives it back to Taylor. Taylor back to Nunez. He pivots back and gives it to Lattimore. Lattimore driving in. Gets it up. Gets some contact. Not sure where they saw that contact at. It was pretty clear that he slipped, but they're going to call it against Jose Eble.
Number 2, Jose Eble. That's his third. Blue Hawks, 19 foul.
It's 19 foul for Dickinson State, so this is an automatic 2 for Bryce Lattimore. He's going to have 2 shots here for number 2. 1:04 left on the clock. His first one's up. His first one's good. Lattimore turned around and told his guys, hey, make sure we play defense here. Lattimore's second shot is up. It's good. 86-81, 5-point game, 1:04 to go. Blue Hawks coming back down. Jose Eble is going to take it past the timeline and get himself a timeout with exactly 1 minute to play. We're watching live college basketball from the Lozier Athletic Center at Bellevue University. This is the Chick-fil-A Classic. How many other games are there? 2? 1 minute to go here in the second game for the Chick-fil-A Classic. Chadron State leads Dickinson State 86-81 as Kozaibla is going to... No, he's not. John Evans is going to inbound the pass here for Dickinson State. Ball comes into Trey Stevens, 59 seconds to go in this one. Stevens looking to create something. His team down 5, pivots in, has nothing. Switches on for Chadron State. Great defense by the Eagles. Look inside for Eble. He's wide open. He takes the shot. He gets it. 45.2 to go on the clock. 3-point game. Presses on for the Eagles. John Evans almost gets the steal. It ends up in the hands of Jaden Wright. Wright goes up. Excuse me. I'm sorry. That was
basket will count for the Eagles.
Bryce Lattimore, who's able to get that basket up and in.
Fouls on the Blue Hawks, number 30, Cordell Stinson. That's his second.
Cordell Stinson picks up his second foul of this game. 88-83, 40.2 left to go on the clock.
Shooting one for the Eagles, Bryce Lattimore.
Bryce Lattimore will have one shot here to try to make this a 3-point play and put his team up 6 points. Key free throw coming here. It is up. It is in. 40 ticks left on the clock. Blue Hawks need a quick basket here. Stevens likes not to touch the ball and let it roll up until about the 3/4 away. Stevens takes it up to the 3-point line, shoots it off the front end. It bounces outside. Rebound to Jalen Patterson. Patterson gets the ball up court to Lattimore. Lattimore past the halfway mark. 25 seconds. He gets fouled. Ooh, there's an Eagle down back, and it looks like he's grabbing at his ankle. That's Jalen Patterson. He's fine. He's going to get up and put a little weight on him maybe here. No, he's not able to. He's going to have to be helped off the court here. Not what you want to see if you're an Eagle fan right now. Your point guard having to be assisted off the court. He's in excruciating pain. This is not good for Chadron State. He's going to be taken all the way into the locker room. Not what you wanted to see if you're Chadron State right now in a position where you're up 6 points, 25 seconds left. Your main ball handler being carried off the court. Porter Anderson and Raul Nunez returns to the court.
Jake Daniel, number 1, Jaden Wright.
Jaden Wright comes into the game for Dickinson State. Business decision there made by Derek Selvig, taking his best defender off at a point where you need baskets. First free throw up off the front end of the basket. Bryce Lattimore will attempt another one here with his team up 6. Huge basket coming here if it's made. It is. 7-point game, 25 seconds to go. Dickinson State trying to bring it back down and get something going here. Trey Stevens looking for Evans. Evans on the outside attempts a 3-pointer. Gets it off the front end. It's a rebound for Chadron. They're going to pull it down. That's probably going to be the ball game, folks. It gets past the timeline, and Bryce Lattimore is just going to hold it here for the remaining 7 seconds of this one. The Eagles get it done 90-83 against the Blue Hawks of Dickinson State. They will improve to 2-0, and the Blue Hawks will fall to 1-1. I've been Jimmy Allen. Thank you for listening to the broadcast here, live from the Chick-fil-A Classic from Bellevue University inside the Logier Athletic Center. Stay tuned for more Bruins sports right here on YouTube.